From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Powering his way forward. And he won't quite make it to the 25. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Hall again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. And for a Jets touchdown. Mike Williams, 44 yards. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. Counting down toward the midway point in Q1. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And he's starting to make his way pretty well here in the NFL. We all know about the speed. Set the combine record for the 40-yard dash at 4.21. That sets him apart. But in addition, a good route runner, strong hands, and knows how to fight for the football.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Now here's Mahomes. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll run with Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Rodgers now to throw. Caught by Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down.
Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Garrett Wilson there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throw that set, complete to Smith-Schuster. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least...
This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Watson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And, oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
11 yards there, just like last play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And again, it's Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 63 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game